The Department of Veterans Affairs is promising an array of new services for homeless vets.
The VA has promised to expand the number of rental vouchers for homeless veterans and create a service center and new housing.
And the forecast, a heat advisory until 7 tonight. Expect a high of 104 this afternoon. It's 83 degrees now in Dallas, 81 in Fort Worth. Here's Bruce Gunn with traffic.
Your Friday morning commute has just a couple of delays so far. On westbound I-30 at Samuel, there's an accident on the bridge over Samuel that's blocking the two left lanes. That has traffic backed up to Jim Miller and only moving about 24 miles per hour. On eastbound Highway 183 at Valley View Lane exit, there has one lane.
Yes, this is Neil Pointer, and I serve at Dallas Area Habitat for Humanity in their Vet Corps program. In 1969, I was drafted on Christmas Eve Day, and shortly after went to Vietnam as a combat photographer. I was a draftee. I served 2 years total, and when I came back, since they didn't want Vietnam veterans in stateside units, I was RIFed. I began to think about something that I could do in terms of serving the community, and I knew about Habitat, so I volunteered, and then for a period of 9 years, virtually every Saturday that Habitat built, I would be on site building. When you talk to the people on the site, particularly other veterans, veteran to veteran, you find out that everybody's going through the same thing, and you lose a sense of loneliness that you may have carried with you. Our volunteer coordinator knew that I was a veteran and very passionate about Habitat and very passionate about veterans. And she said there's a position opening within AmeriCorps Vista to become the coordinator of a veterans program assigned to Dallas Area Habitat. During my time of service, I worked on three particularly incredible things. The 9/11 Day of Service was a concept in which we gave the public an opportunity to walk in the boots of a veteran. The 500 Friends is a fundraising campaign, and that's the source of the money that we use to financially help veterans get into houses. Without our partnership with the Dallas Housing Authority and them allowing the veterans to use their VASH vouchers, homeownership would be totally out of the reach of a veteran. When you look at all the different ways that we've assisted in homeownership, veteran volunteerism, veteran employment, twice that many that we've steered toward our partners. We've probably touched the lives of somewhere between 120 and 150 veterans.
Having veterans like Neil come and volunteer their time to AmeriCorps is imperative because we have so many veterans that just don't understand a Habitat program, and when you can meet another veteran and they could explain it to you in our terms, then that just makes it more comfortable for us.
When you bring someone in who's not only served, but as Neil has, he served in country in Vietnam, I mean, that's impressive and people resonate with that. One of the things that we've talked a lot about within the organization and the culture of our organization that we want to instill is servant leadership. And I believe that Neil has been a fantastic example for me and for all the people that he's interacted with.
69% of veterans do want to volunteer. They don't know where to volunteer or how to volunteer. And so AmeriCorps is really just a 1 year's extension of what volunteering for several Saturdays would be. Service to the community is still service. And whatever you're doing to help somebody else reflects what you did in the military. When you served in the military, do you remember when you were given a task and you thought, there's absolutely no way I can accomplish this, and yet through the help of your team, you got it accomplished and you got it accomplished well? That sense of satisfaction transfers to Habitat, transfers to AmeriCorps. It's a feeling of elation.